It's essentially about teaching computers to think and learn on their own. So they're learning from your past behavior. And also think about a baby, right? This is someone that knows and can identify when a fraud is taking place. They've also developed an image generation tool. Imagine the potential of special effects with a video generation tool like Sora.
Hello and welcome to this introduction to AI. We're going to be looking at the basics. We're going to be looking at AI, what is it, how does it work. We're also going to be looking at the biggest AI platform, which is OpenAI.
Artificial intelligence refers to the capability of computers to complete human-like tasks with human-like understanding. This includes things like recognizing patterns, identifying trends or consistencies in large data sets. And this can range from things like facial recognition or detecting customer behavior patterns on your website. It also means making decisions. Well, so what the AI will do, it will assess various factors and make choices, often in real time. For example, if you had an AI playing a chess game, it will look at all of the available options for the next move, which one is going to result in a win, and then it will make the decision to make that chess move. AI is also able to solve problems, so it can tackle complex issues by analyzing vast amounts of data and information much quicker than a human could. So, for example, AI could diagnose a disease using medical data, and it will be able to scan and evaluate that data with a lot more accuracy and a lot faster than a human would be able to do that. So, it's essentially about teaching computers to think and learn on their own, and not having to have that explicit instructions from a human to input into it. So let's move on to key AI concepts. So there's some common phrases that are used within AI that we need to be aware of. The first is machine learning. So imagine teaching your computer to make decisions and improve from past experiences without having programming for every single task. That's what machine learning does. It uses data to learn from the previous information to make predictions or decisions for future scenarios. For example, it can predict customer behavior based on their previous purchases, helping you to tailor your marketing strategies more effectively. So, if you think about Amazon, if you have shown interest in a certain type of book, then they may suggest a similar type of book. So they're learning from your past behavior. And also think about a baby, right? So a baby has no knowledge. What happens is they learn from their experiences, and their experiences teach them how to act in future scenarios. So they're learning and then applying that knowledge. And that's essentially what machine learning is doing. The machine is learning from past information to apply it to present and future. Next, what are neural networks? So, neural networks are like a brain model inspired by the human brain or the human neurons. These are used in computing where they process information by passing it through layers of interconnected nodes that mimic our neurons. This structure helps in recognizing patterns and features in data. For example, recognizing faces. It's the technology behind features like voice recognition on your phone or customer service chatbots on websites, which are all things that have been around for years. So it's obvious that AI has been interconnected in our lives for many, many years, much before ChatGPT ever existed. So the last phrase we're going to learn about is deep learning. It involves much larger neural network and much more data which handle tasks that are more complex. So for example, it enables a photo app on your phone to recognize faces, but it also tells whether someone is smiling or frowning. For businesses, deep learning can help in more advanced tasks like analyzing customer feelings or customer sentiment. These technologies are not just for, your tech giants. They're becoming more and more accessible to businesses of all sizes, which is going to help you to make your operations more efficient. It's going to help you enhance your customer understanding, and it's going to help you drive decisions with real-time data.
So you're thinking, how can AI help my business? As an AI consultant, let me tell you that automation is the answer. Learn more below and book a call to get started.
We're going to learn a little bit more about generative AI and what it actually is. Before we understand further into generative AI, I think it's important that we distinguish between generative AI and what I like to call traditional AI. So traditional AI is when the machines perform a specific task and they tend to follow explicit instructions. So they make decisions off of what I call if-then rules. So if this happens, then do this. So for example, if you had a fraud detection system, which is commonly used for many years now, there would be an algorithm that said, if there's a number of suspicious transactions in a suspicious location for a suspicious amount, then we want you to block the card. That is the AI making a decision that if this happens, then I'm going to make the decision to take this action. Now, in the past, this was not easily available to all businesses because in order to create this sort of system, you're going to need three key features. Firstly, you're going to need a computer programmer. This is someone that's going to program the information into the system and essentially teach the AI what the rules are. You also need a topic specialist. So in this case, it would be a fraud detection expert. This is someone that knows and can identify when a fraud is taking place. It's basically the person that tells you what the rules are for identifying if it's fraud versus not fraud. And you're also going to need thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of pieces of transactional data. So you can give the computer the data to tell it this is fraud and this is not fraud. And this can take a lot of money in order to create this type of system, which means small to medium-sized businesses weren't able to access the benefits of AI because they usually didn't have the budget, time, or knowledge to really make it happen. And now we've shifted into the age of generative AI. So generative AI is a term to describe the ability of machines to learn from data, but generate entirely new, previously unseen content based off of the data that it's learned from. So this is a shift from the AI making decisions to now actually creating things. And it means a new possibility for businesses because it's much cheaper, much more accessible, and much easier to use. So I've broken down generative AI into 4 key topics. We've got text generation, image generation, video generation, and audio generation. So we're going to be looking at all of these throughout our program and seeing where they could be applicable, how they could be applicable, and we'll also look into like the pricing, the ease of use, and just helping you understand in every way how it might be helpful.
So you're thinking, how can AI help my business? As an AI consultant, let me tell you that automation is the answer. Learn more below and book a call to get started.
Let's learn a little bit more about OpenAI, which really revolutionized the way that people think and use AI in our current day. So OpenAI was founded in 2015 by a gentleman named Sam Altman, and a key investor was Elon Musk. So Elon Musk later departed from OpenAI due to conflicts regarding the values and efficacy of the way OpenAI was being run. But OpenAI went on to develop ChatGPT. They've also developed an image generation tool, and they are in the beta testing phase of a video generation tool, which we'll be looking at in just a moment. So here we have some images that were actually created by DALL-E. I'm sure we've all used ChatGPT. So here we have a video which was created by Sora. So these are examples of what this video generation tool can actually create. Now this is just in the testing phase. It hasn't been released yet, But let's have a look at what it can do because it's pretty amazing. So in that video, we could see some really lifelike videos. We could also see some super creative, imaginary videos similar to what can be produced by the image generation tool DALL-E. So you can see the potential use of this could be incredible. Like, for example, in video games, in virtual reality, in movies. It could be super cost effective in, creating scenes. Currently special effects is notoriously known for being very expensive. Imagine the potential of special effects with a video generation tool like Sora.